Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this battle is already underway, and this is me in the Sturmpanzer II, the Tier 4 German SPG, and I'm on the south spawn of Ensk encounter. Now, before, when I had a poor computer, it took a little while to load the game in, so usually I'd come into a battle and it had already started and I was still sitting at the spawn point. Right, aiming for this Largo, but he pulls back out of sight just after I fired, and he's seeking cover of that house. But that AMX-40, the duck, doesn't appear to be moving very much, so I shoot around at him and get a hit. 98 hit points, indicating the Largo again, but changing my mind, going after the AMX because it doesn't appear to be moving very fast. Rounds out. And this time I splash him and wipe him out. Okay, looking for another target. A Strotny Viz 39. Medium tank 39 in check. But he's gone out of sight, so I'm going after a DW2. Rounds out. Oh no, that overshot. It wasn't a fully contracted reticule. Bit risky. But this time round I'm going to hold until I'm loaded. I should be able to get him. Indicating my target is tracked. Rounds out. And it's a hit. 3 critical hits, so I think he's still tracked. And he's getting punished. I'm not sure if I'll be loaded in time for... Nope, he's gone. Okay, but there's a Chihi up here. Rounds out. And I splash him for 102. And after that, Strudny. There's a tank coming up, Lux coming up behind them, and he attacks the Strudny, going after the Chihi, anticipating where the Chihi's going, but he pulls away. But I still splash him again for another 137. 2 critical hits that time. There's that Largo. He's still there, still facing off. But the tank he was facing off against, an M3 Lee, has been destroyed. So I'm going for the Largo myself now. Rounds out. And I damage him with the splash. Knock down the final remains of the building. Oh, and I've got a big reticule boom there because I'm at the limits of my field of fire. I'm loaded. And I'm going to get a lot of reticule bloom because the arc of the Sturmpanzer is very narrow. And that round was fired whilst the reticule was large, so no accuracy, I'm afraid. There's chancing it to ROG, and that opponent's taken out. Now, still looking for opponents in the field. There's that Chihi again, but he's taken out. Strodny is behind that building. I can't get him. The enemy are ahead by 1 tank at the moment. They've still got 2 Arty as well. Okay, there's a B1 in the town. I switch my aim to him. Trying to dial in the aim to get it accurate. And that shell went in. And it stunned him. I think it's tracked him as well. Almost reloaded. Loaded. Rounds out. Another hit. He's definitely tracked this time. Still indicating my target. May not be reloaded in time, but I'll give it another shot. There he is. Rounds out. And this time it is enough. Okay, now we don't know where that Panzer IIIJ is, but we're 1 tank ahead now. There's the Panzer IIIJ. That was a bit of a waste, really. He did pull back just as I fired, but I could have held on to the shot. But I'm fully dialed in, and I'm expecting him to poke his head out that corner again. So I fire it into the corner, thinking he's going to pull forward. Right, M37, right at the end, at the other end of the map. I can still hit it from here. He's stationary, but starts moving directly after I fire. It's at maximum range. But Ensk is a small map. He's hiding behind that railway wagon from the SAL. Loaded. I'm hoping somebody's going to give me a spot on the enemy, but I take the aim back to the M37 and then the Electro pops into sight. Okay, trying to dial in as quickly as I can on the Electro. I have to assume that he's going to come around that corner. He doesn't want to come away from that building because he's using it for cover for me. Still got plenty of time on cap because this is an encounter battle, so it's much longer than normal. And I splashed him. I'm forcing him to come out, and the SAL knows that I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to force the Electro to make a move, in which case the SAL can get him. And I wipe out the Electro, take him out of the game. Back to the garage he goes. Okay, now I'm going to have to move because although there's a long time on the cap, 1 minute 59 seconds, I don't want to leave it too long. There's still one medium tank and two Artys. And there's the M37. He's been spotted. Dialing in my aim. He's hiding behind the railway cars, using them for cover. He pulls out. We lose the SAL to the birch gun. I fire a round at the M37 and take him out. So he's gone. And I was actually moving at the time. I didn't realise I'd accidentally hit the cruise control. So it was a bit lucky that my shot actually managed to hit the target. Now we know where the birch gun is. There's our remaining VK-2001, but he appears to be AFK. Yep, he's not moving. So I had to go in. I need to go in and take out this enemy myself because the other Sturmpanzer doesn't appear to be capable of doing it. It's a difficult shot. I'm worried I might get hit. I fire a shotgun. I'm surprised he doesn't come after me, but I'm also worried that the birch gun might have a go. So I'm relocating again because I'm going to try and come in from a closer point because I think he's doing circuits to avoid being hit by the other Arty. So I'm going to go into the cap myself and take him on head on. And I shotgun him. I can't ram kill him. That fails. But I'm reloading all the time I'm turning. He's tracked. I'm taking hits. But I'm loaded. And I get killed. Now I'm waiting for the Sturmpanzer to come in and try and take out the Panzer III. He's badly damaged. A splash should be enough to do it. There he is. And he spots our Sturmpanzer and he gets wiped out. Now we're expecting the birch gun to come around the corner. Now I suppose the only reason the birch gun hasn't been seen by now is that he thinks the VK is still active. And so he's worried about coming into the gap because he thinks the birch gun will get him. Yep, the VK is not getting very complimentary remarks from the rest of the team. And that's not surprising. Not surprising at all. When somebody goes AFK like that during a battle, it can really annoy the rest of the team that they've let them down. But there's still no sign from this birch gun. And we know he's active because he took out the SAL. I'm just hinting now that he might be trying for a reset. You know, he might be waiting to the last possible moment, getting a reset, and then go for the draw. It would also get him a defender's medal if he hit the Sturmpanzer right now. And the others have reported the VK for being AFK. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's a capture. But the thing is, if that birch gun had actually fired one round at the Sturmpanzer and succeeded, he would have reset the game and it would have been a draw. So he really missed out by not having the courage to come in and finish the job. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It was an ace tanker for me in the Sturmpanzer. I also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations. In fact, I got 19 critical hits in that one. I also picked up a fighter medal for getting at least 4 kills. I also picked up a defender medal because I stopped the cap by at least 70 hit points by whacking that Panzer III with that 15cm shell. And I picked up the High Calibre for doing the most damage in the battle, at least 20% of the enemy hit points. I scored 1,275 hit points. Put me top there. I got the highest number of kills with 4. And I got the highest base XP with 877. We know that the birch gun was active because he did attack and kill one tank. He killed our SAL. So very surprising that this guy didn't bother to actually try and take the cap. But anyway, I fired 22 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetration, 9 splash damage, damage of 1,275 hit points, of which 1,111 were at more than 300 meters. I received 3 hits, 3 penetrations, all from the Panzer IIIJ. I hit 8 of the enemy, but killed 4 of them. I also did damage assistance of 88 hit points and stun assistance of 108 off 4 stuns. And I managed to stop 86 capture points or 86 defense points by hitting the Panzer IIIJ. I earned 28,584 credits, but after repair and ammunition resupply, I took away 20,941 credits. I received 1,316 XP, and it was ×2 for the first victory, so I took away 2,632 XP in total. So I think you see that sometimes being bold and going in there and using an SPG as a TD sometimes can actually work, because it brings you some nice little medals to go with it. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in the next video.